What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me for the market recap. Normally I'm like, oh man, what a crazy day for trading, but honestly, wasn't that active all in all, but we'll review some sectors. We'll talk about some few fun things. You can see on the board right there, I want to talk a little bit about Berkshire, what they talked about on the weekend. I want to talk a little bit about some earnings plays coming out. We have FANG, we have NXPI, we have the sector board to review. Wow, UNG today down with 6.1%. I laugh because it's like every day I look at that board, it's either up or down, like multiple percentage points. UNG right now, it's getting cold around here in lovely and rainy Brendo. Big storm out there. My wife has already messaged me that it's quite the storm out there in the T-Dot, which kind of sucks because my kid is at a sleepover thing with his school, and it's all about outdoors. I hope you good, my guy, but he's not allowed to have any electronics with him, so he will not be watching Trader TV Live, but you should be every single day, and I want to thank you once again for watching right now. Who's here with me, man? If you're here, hit the like button. It's an early roll call right now. Yo, you're just a dividend investor. Okay, I like that, man. I really like that play, just a dividend investor. What's up to TH? Yo, you're like number 55. On that note, we got to get these likes going, man. 76 likes, 2,300 watching. Turn that like right now over to a black, blue, red, whatever it is on your screen. Let's get that going right now. Hit the like button. Thank you so much. Traders, stay late, and you're here with me, so that's always a good sign. What we're looking out for, thank you to Benzinga for this Pro, Benzinga Pro right now, the official news source of Trader TV Live. Is that true? Yes, it is, right there. So we'll watch out to see if there's any stories coming out right now for earnings. We'll wait for FANG. It will pop up here the minute something hits. There it is right there. No, that's AOSL. We are also, and if you're joining me for the first time, thank you to Trade Ideas as well. You can go ahead and use Trader TV 20 right now to get your test drive going for just $11 a month. And Michael Nash, shout out to you, my guy over there. I should hit this one. He's the one with all these crazy calculations going through. Is it? He set me up with this great layout that anything that pops off here into the close will all of a sudden, come over to my screen and we can show this real quick, Fabian, thanks. Anything that comes off here, these are races that you can get. So we've set up a race. Every 7 minutes, it will reload and show us what's moving here in the after hours. So that will spike any sort of a news story for us to get to you traders as well. So I want to thank Adara, who's also got me a couple good notes here today into the close. I want to give a big shout out to, of course, Bears vs. Bulls, who will continue to monitor the chat. And then, hey man, what's up to Streamlabs? Streamlabs was not kind to me today. I think I lost probably 3,000 or 4,000 points, so that's pretty cool. Yo, what's up to GOAT? He says the Katina man. Hey, is that you, Sharif? You're the one always calling me that, so shout out to you as well. Wood Grain Grippin. Look, we have a big Monday nighter tonight as well. It's going to be your Los Angeles Chargers versus the New York Jets, Jets, Jets. We have a play for you, so stick around. We're like 4 for 4 or 5 for 5 on the show with plays, and guess what? I got a sneaky undercover one for you bettors here tonight. Shout out to Katrine. We need FanDuel or something as a sponsor. I think that would be a great opportunity for all of us. All right, today, what was a really strong sector? Well, you have XLK in here for the technology fund. And again, kind of was a nice upside move. And I think today it was all about one name and one name only. To be honest with you, it's Apple. And I know that it kind of sounds rhetoric about that, but Apple, really great off their earnings. They didn't have a great earnings report, got hit back. We saw a touchdown there, 174, but look at today, sort of that big kind of like FU candle all the way back to 180. If we take out this high of 183.50, then I really like Apple. Shout out to Hydration Nation as we go. So watch out for Apple upside. The one thing I wanted to talk about was the IBB today, but it was actually down here today. But Eli Lilly reported an adjusted EPS and sales beat last week. And if you look at Eli Lilly right now, LLY, you're going to see that it started to give a big climb today up into 595 for Eli Lilly. On Friday morning, Morgan Stanley maintained an overweight on this and raised its price target to north of $7 So a nice move up there today for Eli Lilly. And again, look where we bounced off of, man. The 50-period moving average on the daily for Eli Lilly is right now at 568. Nice bounce, nice move to the upside there. As again, are those GLP drugs, are they going to be legit for the long run? Are there going to be any long-term sort of side effects? For me, as a shareholder for Eli Lilly, I'm thinking about tomorrow, trim, trim, trim. We talked about it. Uh-oh, I'm going to sneeze in a couple seconds. I'll try to hit mute. If I'll mute it, don't worry, Fabian. I've got to achoo. No, just joking. It'll be a lot more dramatic than that if we have it. But I really like Eli Lilly making the move back up to the upside. I thought I had more shares than that. And again, in being honest, I had 10 shares of Eli Lilly. But I went over and saw that we were 160% in the money and actually got something out at 608. So not the very high, but into there. Yeah, it's not dropping down that much cash. This is a long-term portfolio. But I always think that you need to reweight a little bit here. And I do like it. We have Novo Nordisk as well, Ozempic, Mounjaro, a couple of those other drugs, and what they're trying to do is gain now for Eli Lilly the diabetes, right, and the weight loss and all of that. If they can get approval, then I think we can fly a little bit higher on that one coming through. Now, what hit? We can keep going on. I don't think there's been too many earnings reports coming through yet. I don't see it. I don't even see FANG. Oh, no, I do. So FANG right there just came out. Q3 EPS 549 versus 492. Let's check out what Diamondback Energy is doing. Love the name. It's not that FANG that Jim Cramer thought of, where he thought about Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Google, all FANG right there. FANG right now with the move back in. We will call up. Let me find out. I wanted to get to the stock reaction first because that's what we're here for. 156. So a nice move back in for FANG. What does that look like on the daily? So you're moving back in right now into VWAP on the daily, which doesn't mean that much. We're going to call the daily up here in a minute. But look at that level, 156, where we're trying to bounce right now. Could be a good level to pick up some FANG, but let's look at the numbers quickly here. We're not going to go into them. We'll just give them to you. 549 versus 492, so that's a beat. So we like that right there. Sales higher as well, but we look for their forward guide. So do we have that right now? Reported earnings 50% decrease. Nah, so we do not have the guide yet. We just have top and bottom right now. Well, we just have the EPS look. There's TripAdvisor coming in as well. Q beat 52 versus 47. Sales higher for TripAdvisor. So let's go over and have a quick look at Trip as some of the earnings starting to pile in a little bit. There's TripAdvisor. What? I got to look at TripAdvisor on a daily. That is $16? Am I tripping with this right now? Thanks. I just heard Fabian out of the corner of my, I guess, corner of my eye, right there. Yeah, look at this, man. I had no idea back in 2021, $60. I thought TripAdvisor might be hot right now, but I guess that move already happened into the summer and whatnot. Came back in. Right now, you are down near these lows for TripAdvisor, trying to break higher. Again, a name that is short floated, 10% right now on TripAdvisor. A nice move back up. That 200 period is at 1750. So what are we getting on the 1 minute here for TripAdvisor? Nice move up. Right, so look at 1750 right here for good numbers for TripAdvisor coming out. Make sure, guys, you hit that like and that subscribe. I've only been talking all day, and now here for you as traders stay late. There's TripAdvisor. Hims and Hers out right now as well. Hims, just because it keeps on going. I know nothing about this stock. Again, back and forth. It looks like it doesn't want to do anything right now. Hims and Hers making moves around right now. Okay, what was bad today? Well, unfortunately, Solar Edge, Enphase, First Solar can't get out of their own way. The TAN ETF, which of course is Invesco Solar, all the way back down into the downside as that's trying to drip a little bit lower here as well. Guys, ask questions in the chat, Bears versus Bulls. If you find anything cool, message me and I will talk about that. The home builders today. I don't know if it was rate worries or what, but home builders giving back a little bit today. Nice move off the bottom. That's $70 coming into play for XHB again here. Shaking my head with SMH. As long as this holds, and it's getting that bump up from AMD. We are waiting for NXPI. If that name can come out for us, we will see if that's making a move in. Also, Vertex coming out as well. I'm not seeing anything on NXPI yet, so we'll have a quick look at that. That's been a nice move to the downside, but again, got helped out right there from AMD. So you could see this chart, NXPI made the move down into 167, found some support, now making the move up higher. And again, more into the Internet of Things, NXPI, different situation than Intel and NVIDIA and AMD. We'll see if these guys can get going. NXPI right now, not a heavy short float, kind of small market cap at 47 billion. We'll see if this name can get going on earnings, and when it does come out, we will have it for you. It looks like it's out right now. Let's go over to the 1 minute chart to see what's going on, and there it is. Are they going to save the chip market? But they don't need to. AMD's already there. Nice move up. Wow, there it is. 187, trying to go back up here for your NXPI. Where are the numbers? I don't see it yet. Rocket Pharmaceuticals out. There's Clover. Clover can go to hell real quick and don't even stop at zero. What is going on with Clover? Q3 sales, 487, a miss for them on the sales. I did see that they're reporting, but their market cap is so low. I used to be in Clover. I still do own a little bit of it. We'll talk about that in a minute. There's NXPI, 370 versus 359, a beat right there. Sales, 343 versus 340. We'll see what they're going to guide forward, but right now it's NXPI with a nice upside move now coming back in. Before I trash talk Clover too much, it's still a dollar, not moving around. Maybe Clover's not out, maybe it is, but it doesn't look like it's moving around too much. All right, only 17 minutes left. We have a little bit to talk about today, but not a whole heck of a lot, as we'll wait for Uber. The reason why I'm super excited about Uber to come from tomorrow morning, again, I really like the play here on Uber. We shorted it today. We actually took a little bit of money on that. We'll talk about that when we do some of our trade review. But I think if you're gonna get into autonomous driving, looking to see if there's any more news on NXPI. There's not. Autonomous driving is only going to have a couple plays, right? Uber, think about all the data that they've collected just through their app alone. There's about, honestly, like 1,000 Uber drivers riding around Toronto. That number is probably not even that high. I feel like all that data, they're really prepared for autonomous driving. Obviously, it's going to suck to get rid of some of the drivers, and I don't think people are going to trust autonomous driving just yet. But if you're going for full self-drive with Tesla, Uber's already talked about trying to get their fleets to that level. So if they can do that, I do like Uber pushing forward. And look what they're doing, man. It's pushing right now through its high. So Uber right now, right back up to 50 bucks. If you didn't get it out before, you have a chance to get out right now. Take the out in the aftermarket if you haven't yet on Uber. We'll see where these earnings go to. But I think just with Airbnb, again, bouncing off some of those bottoms lately, well, maybe not today. Airbnb down 4%. I don't understand that story. But again, back up to the 200 period, bouncing off there. I like that. We've seen CCL with a nice upside move as well as NCLH. So again, what is going on with Lyft could give us an idea into Uber. Lyft already, they're reporting in 2 days, November 8th, post-market. So again, look at these guys. Nice bottom all the way back up to the upside. And of course, Uber and Lyft, not the same animals. Lyft really just ride sharing. Uber still has Uber Freight, I think they could talk more about. They have Uber deliveries with Uber Eats. And then, of course, they have their own ride sharing. Many more sort of facets for Uber, and of course, more countries, more exposure globally for Uber. I prefer them, and I think that you could probably hold out for that Uber report tomorrow. So I'm seeing a little bit here about Clover Health raising their outlook to minus 55 million versus minus 80. We'll see if it's moving around here in the after. We'll go to a 1 minute. You know, I'm just going to change this to a 1 minute so I don't have to keep on changing things. So there it is right there. Not much happening right here at all. All right, let's go over to our next topic because I do want to talk about this real quick. Earnings, one more. There it is. It's Berkshire. Okay, so there's a few tweets that I put out here, so I'm just going to get that ready to rock and roll. And I just want to talk about it. It's kind of a boring stock. You actually, let's just go over to BRK.B for quickly here, BRK.B, to have a look at what happened to their stock today. So you see it's a nice pullback down, just 1.5%. But again, coming back in here on the daily, let's have a look at what that looks like. Big red candle back in. One of the largest red candles we've seen for Berkshire. But again, just coming back into this 343 area. And when consumer staples and some of the names right now haven't really been working in his portfolio, we're going to talk about that with some of these moves coming back in. Coke and Pepsi, we've seen those push back in. Hershey's, and then of course some of the bank stocks hovering near their lows. But a nice move back up. I think we can wait on that. So I tweeted a few things out right now. So I'm not sure if we can see this right now. How can I make this even bigger? Maybe I can, yeah, we can F11 this. Is that better? Okay, so get rid of my ugly mug there. So right now, these are the holdings and there's a little bit for Warren Buffett, obviously. There he is right now, looking sharp as ever at 94, whatever how old he is right now. But you can see here, it's a nice little move down here in the stock price, but still, Apple, 48% of his holdings. Occidental, the next. And this is the thing, if you're gonna look at what's been happening with Warren Buffett and Berkshire, it's all about what Apple's doing. So that's why the move down in the last couple of days, because we had the Apple pullback, but you're gonna see the stock recover. 48% of the portfolio right now in Apple. So that's interesting for me. Occidental, his next. Like, look at the difference between distribution, and I know it's gonna be hard to see, but it's 49% Apple. The next one's 4.6% with Oxy. Right? Then we got back down here, MasterCard, right? VRSN, which is a kind of an interesting one there. VeriSign, again, a $200 name, but the third largest holding, sorry, it goes this way. VeriSign up there at 0.81, BAC at 9%. So Apple, his largest energy name is Oxy. BAC there, we talked about his exposure. It's AXP with 7%. Then it's gonna be Coke. We've seen consumer discretionaries on the pullback. Chevron, then Oxy, then as we go. So it goes like this, like a snake draft, back and forth as well. There's Amazon. That's a kind of an interesting holding for me down there, AMZN. Something that I didn't know that he was in, so that's gonna be a good little level there. Watch out for Amazon. I've been buying some of those. And if you're gonna go for technology, and I was looking at this earlier, this is the #1 tech name right there, right? Obviously, you're gonna see Apple, so hold up on that. But on a name, ATVR has already been bought out. That was an arbitrage play for Microsoft, so you can scratch that. That name will come off. But there's Amazon right there at 0.42. So that was pretty interesting to me. And then one other thing that I want to talk about right here, we don't need to go to Savvy Trader. How do I get out of full screen? F11 again, so we'll exit out of that. I wanted to find the tweet that this guy put out, and it was it was just a tracker for Warren Buffett, so it's actually closed it. So it's something very, very similar to what we were talking about right there. As we'll go back to our profile. Is that the only thing that I tweeted out? Oh, it was this thing. It was right here, so my bad. It's this. So I don't know. You guys, what do you guys think? Let's go over here and see this. Well, F11, this bad boy here. So the interesting thing out of Warren Buffett's Berkshire portfolio is just straight up the amount of cash that they have on hand. As you can see coming through, look at what's happening with the cash on hand for this young fellow right here. $157 billion right there, meaning, a couple of excited bangs there, meaning that he himself can just say, I will exchange my cash position for everything Disney. Could buy that out easily. Also, look at this. All of these companies combined can he own. Robinhood, that little guy there, Fabian's favorite stock, Snapchat, it's Coinbase, it's Spotify, it's DoorDash, it's Palantir. Now, this is not what Berkshire's worth. This is simply put cash on hand. So for me, I look forward to his next big purchase. I still think he buys Oxy on any dips, but that was just real interesting to me. Just talking about value investing and where that could land you. His Apple dividend alone is $240 million quarterly that he gets dropped in quarterly into his account. Imagine being retired and you just get $250 every quarter dropped in. I'm not talking about dollars there as well, talking about millions. Let's hit F11 again as we've learned all about that. So, all right, that's pretty interesting there for Berkshire. So with 10 minutes left, I did want to review a trade that I had today that I thought was pretty good. It was Tesla. But first off, let's just see who's here in the chat. We'll do a real quick roll call for everybody here. Yeah. Wait till Warren decides to buy some Tesla. Oh, and by the way there, thanks to BTC for that. He said, imagine he starts to buy some Tesla. That's why it was really, really interesting for me, guys, to see what was going on with Amazon. Because an interesting new buy. I bought some more of this at 124. You guys know that. We talked about that. Nice upside move. And when I see people tweeting things out, like Target now has razors on lock. They have lotions on lock. Not just Target, Walmart. Some of these stores, because of pilferages and stealing and things like that, that personally makes me sick. And actually, my wife told me a story, a Dollarama, which is going to be similar to a Dollar Tree or Dollar General near you guys. I don't think you guys have Dollarama in the United States. Mark my, maybe, but anyways, it's a dollar store. And she was telling me that even some kids, like in our neighborhood that we know of, you know, were stopped by some people, security at Dollarama. Thankfully, wasn't my kid, but I heard the story from my kids, is how it goes. Anyways, stopped by more security there at Dollarama because thought that they were stealing. Now, whether or not they were, hey, look, these are young kids. But the point of this story is it's hitting everywhere, man. And I don't like shopping in those environments. My wife says you should see Walmart at lunch, like just droves of kids just having fun. And she said it's actually fun to see them because they're riding around in carts and everything and creating like a huge problem. The cops don't even want to come and see these guys because what are they going to do? You can't arrest, like, I mean, going to juvie? Like, does that even exist anymore? And I know the state of California also passed some kind of a law where it's not like a crime unless it's theft under a certain or over a certain number. Anyways, sorry about going on this little bit of a rant. It's not meant to be political. I know that times are tough right now, but the story behind it for me is Amazon. When I can go online and not have to worry about going into any of these stores, and quite frankly, like, I'm a bigger guy, I couldn't imagine my wife going in there and then seeing all this disruption at the cash and things like that. I don't like the environment, and quite frankly, I don't want to put my kids in there either. So I think shopping online and getting things dropped off at your door same day, next day, that's a huge benefit, and I like Amazon, and I want to keep buying that name moving forward. So is that the trade of the day? No, it's not, but let's go over to my trade of the day, and it's going to be on Tesla. Now, all right, thank you. My name is Sean, and that's the end of that rant. And if you guys want to watch me rant more, join me every single day live on the main shows. And we do have a couple changes coming. There's going to be some interesting things happening very soon on not really the main show, but on the midday show, so look out for that. Now, all right, thank you so much. Thanks, Monty G. Man, who is this Sean guy? He knows a lot. Well, then you're definitely got me confused. I'm just a passionate guy that likes to read a little bit of stories, spend some time with the family, and honestly make sensible trades and just try to show everybody what's real. And look, I'm going to say something again that probably maybe no other host would say, but it doesn't really matter to me again. It's about being real. Today was a hard day to trade. There's no doubt about that, okay? I was actually red on the day. I know, hard to believe, right? Oh my God, fail. No, it was a fail day. Every day I'm red, I don't like it. And we threw some money away at the end of the day. We weren't red huge, but threw some money away at the end of the day trying to find good trades. The reason why I'm talking about this, all those traders on the floor behind us, there's about 15 or 16 of them. There was 2 guys or girls, I don't know, that were green, 2 accounts. They were green, okay? So again, 2 green, 16 red today. So if you had a red day, today was a pretty hard day to trade. So I just want to let everybody know that I think the right way moving forward until we get a dramatic move one way or the other. And we could talk about where the futures went to. I'll call up the cues. The futures were at the same spot at 355 that they were at 9:30 in the morning. So you tell me where the opportunities are. I'm going to give you one right now because we're trying to show you that patience does pay. All right, so here's Tesla. Now I'm going to apologize because we have this big wick up here. But look at this trade here, all right? We have to find things that are going to work. Well, here's VWAP. Tesla didn't test VWAP, which is blue, right? And green is the 200 period. We didn't test VWAP until we broke it right there at 9:30, broke it to the downside. Well, if you were short, that was a great trade. And Tesla for sure today, red. Red on the day into a flat market, you want to look short. But here's the trade that I was most proud of. And it's not just because it's a winner. I'm going to call up Palantir and show you that those were losing trades as well. But look at this. Tesla waited for it. We took an early fill there at 219. We waited for it to get to VWAP. Again, it's changed a little bit now, but there's 219.70. Look at these trades. We wind up bringing it right back into the 50 period, took them all out here into the close for nice winners. Patience pays. Wait for that to come through. The reason why this is important to understand is Tesla, after all of this, I didn't trade it at all day. It wound up being my 4th stock on the day for profits, and it was just being patient. Look at this. Look at me killing myself here on Apple. So again, in being honest with the trades, we're not going to brush off trades, man. If we take losers, we're going to talk about them, and we're going to analyze why. What the hell was I doing? And apology for my language, but you're a trader and you're staying late, and hell, I'm the only one here, so I'll speak as I want to. Right, Fabian? Yeah. That's right, buddy. Right now. But look at Apple. Like, these were great shorts. Shorting here off the 50 period, great. Bring it back into VWAP. Good trades, right? Actually, I don't mind these trades again, shorting it up into the 200 period. But you see when it broke, that's when we should have said end. Okay, we gave back some money that we made early on Apple, right there on this short, right? We gave back money that we made early, not being cool. Why are we shorting right here into 179? This is the thing that I got to talk to myself. I'm not going to lose sleep over this. I'm still me. But it's about why am I short here when all I had to do was, again, be patient and wait for the high of the day trade. If I take that high of the day trade, then look, man, Apple all of a sudden, there it is. We can draw a line right there into that close, 179.40. If I just, you know, I short here, 179.30 into 179.40 all day, baby. So that would have been a good trade. But again, we don't have it. Instead, we're short. Like, where is 179 here? What, right there, Sean? You're shorting it into that? Well, one data point. No, should not have been short. We should have waited for the high of the day. That was my bad. And then look at Intel. Before we go, how much more time do I have? 3 minutes? Man, I could talk trading all day. I'm Sean. But here we go. Nice move back in for Intel, right? Look what we waited for. Zoom back out. And this is the problem with hindsight, is as a trader, when you're going to look back, you're going to say, wow, that was an easy trade. You know, but when you're in the moment, and I even said, and I want to give a big shout out to everybody that was in the chat. More water, Fabian. Where's my hydration nation? Hit it anyways. Have another. First of all, I have a Monday night football play for you guys coming up right now. Okay, so the idea behind this right now is wait for that. Like, if I shorted here, right? Like, I don't have any short. Sure, we did it early. That's fine. But, like, we're not shorting all the way up. We're being very, very patient. And when that finally came in, sure, it looks great because it fell back down. But again, just wait for that move to happen. And I feel like DraftKings today, again, another banger. Where we wind up losing money on, we lost money on Palantir. Again, right here at the end of the day. Let's just have a quick look at PLTR. I love Palantir. Palantir's made me a hell of a lot of money. But look at this. Again, short. This short is fine. Getting short underneath VWAP is fine. Get out when it breaks. But what am I doing here? Like that short into that, I can live with this. Get out there. But short rate here, guy, into 1850, that's not a good trade. We're above VWAP. We're above the 200. And this short, no outs other than a random 1850 level. That didn't mean anything early. Be patient. This was not a good trade. Palantir, slap another fail on top of that one as we go. Okay, guys, real quickly right now. Big Monday nighter, right? Let's go over to a roll call real quick. So let's do roll call. Who's here, guys? Let's go over to a live chat to see who's here. I'm not even going to do a roll call if we have under 300 likes. So let me just quick on here, see how many likes we have. We have... Oh, 310, my guys. You guys got it right there. Get rid of that ugly guy pointing the like button because you already did it. Right there, 310. Thank you so much right now. So let's go over to roll call because we owe it right back to you. Where is my roll call? There it is right now. All right, roll call to everybody's here. Who's still here? I just said some. Professor Love. Big time love for you. Are you Jordan Love, by the way? Shout out to the Green Bay Packers. Bears versus Bulls is in the building. Oh, yeah, and by the way, Bears, I'm going to see what you're doing right now because you did message me with the Super Chats. We have Super Chats coming to everybody in just a couple seconds. Thank you so much. Aaron Scott Matthews, good stuff. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I'm here by myself doing all of this, so I want to give a big thank you to everybody. Alexander's here as well. Deez is here. Rico, hey, Mr. Rico Chavez is here. Noah, Rico Suave. Right there. Troy Baker is in the building. Steven is here. User's here. Yo, user. What's up, man? Hit it, brother, says Noah. Yeah, let's go. We'll hit these bangs for everybody that's here with me as well. Monty G is in the building. Love your longs and your shorts. Thank you so much, Elon. I love being here, and you guys know that, but we would not be here. Thank you to everybody that super chatted. Nah, get that horn out of here. We're not done, but thanks for reminding me. It is Super Chat Nation. Oh, we're going out with my daughter. She wants to eat ramen. We said, hey, my son is gone. Let's go out for dinner. We always order in. Daddy, let's go get ramen. So for you, we're going out tonight. We're going to go get ramen. She's 9 years old. Shout out to Samuel, John Adonis. What's up? Easy for all. Andrew's here. T. Blanc, Liverpool, Kyle Burdett, and Hayes Records. Thank you so much for all the super chats. I'm coming home. We got lots to do, but what's the super play? What is the play of the day? Thing is, I should have built something here because unfortunately, next time I'm going to do this, give you guys a nice little graphic to give you guys what the play of the day is. I just wanted to log into FanDuel and find out what the line is exactly. So, all right, today, it's going to be an over-under, and it's going to be Quentin Johnston. He's a receiver for the San Diego. Oh, I wish. I love the San Diego Chargers. But right now, it's the LA Chargers. We have Josh Palmer out. We have Mike Williams out. Quentin Johnson, the rookie wide receiver, drafted 8th or 9th overall. He's playing today. He's going to be in the 2 slot. I think he gets a lot of love. As they focus, the Jets focus, Sauce Gardner focuses on Keenan Allen. I like it. It's over 32.5 yards today. It's Quentin Johnson. He's a receiver for the LA Chargers. Just to give you some stats, when Palmer was in there, 66 yards, 77 yards, 60 yards, 133 yards. He's gone. QJ fills in. He's going to have a big game. I've got Herbert in my fantasy. We're going to go 2-0. We're going to go 4-0 the last 2 weeks. So let's get going. This is Trader TV Live. I'm your guy, Sean. Thank you so much for watching. Join me tomorrow at 8:30. I'm going to be here. Rise and shine with me at 8:30. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the game tonight. I'm coming home.